This episode is brought to you by our Patreon members. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVC Life. And thank you to all of the patrons that have already signed up and are supporting us right now.
How do you plead?
Madam, a god doesn't plead.
Some of which have
We are back in the building. You know what I mean? Hey Remy, you gotta turn that TV off. You're killing me. We've heard enough of death and homicide, okay?
Death and homicide. She's on the ID channel right now, huh?
Oh, like the whole pre-production season they're watching. Talking about she's taking notes.
I have to find a way to kill somebody, so let's go ahead and take notes.
Is that what she was doing? Okay, I get it now. Makes more sense.
Being a person who was married to whose ex is a lawyer and she loves ID channel, yeah.
That is super crazy. And we are back after another amazing week in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I have part of the home team on deck. We've got the queen holding us up, being the support system for everything that works. You know what I'm saying? Remy Rouge is in the building. All right, how you doing?
I'm just listening to these crime documentaries in the background. So you know, so just a little warning. Don't cross me. Don't cross me. I know enough.
Okay. I got donuts. I'm always protected. Let me tell you that right now. All right. You know what I mean? We got the general, man, my co-producer. AB is in the building.
That's why everybody in this bird land out there.
Yeah. How you feeling today, brother?
Tired from all the driving. I had to do a lot of driving today. My kid had prom yesterday.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, senior prom.
That's what's up. Soon the little birdie will be out of the nest. Shout out to my man GJ just for tuning in.
I'm kicking her out the nest.
He's kicking out the nest. Out with ye. All right. So let me make sure I've got everything I need, because the first thing we got to do is talk about the things that we've always wanted. So let me make sure I got a few things ready to go. So Remy sent me a little something that looks super interesting. I can't wait to show you guys that. And then I've got a little something for the people. So let's get on to that segment. Remy, you got to come back down. You hear? All right, Remy, tell us what this is about. Like, yo, and I'm so jealous that you saw this before I did. What in the world? This looks so ill.
So basically, Elgato, they're like a company that makes like streaming stuff, like mics, Steam Decks, the like, and they did a collab with Fallout, and they made a mic. You can see they made a Steam Deck. And all that. They're already sold out. They dropped 3 days ago. And it's like all sold out already.
So oh my, dang.
I know. I'm so sad.
The mic is left over. I don't even know what that is. Wave XLR Fallout Edition. Powers the microphone cuts through the static of the waist. It's all one audio interface and mixer designed to inspire. Oh, I don't need that. I would like that. That's dope. I might try to snatch that mic before it's sold out. Oh, it's only 100. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Sold out. No, it's not only 100. Look at that.
Oh yeah, the actual mic itself, they still have mics in stock. They don't have arms or Steam Decks or
right. Man,
I saw those and I was like, because they're inspired after like the Fallout, the Pip Boys that they wear on their wrist.
Yep.
And they sold out so fast. I didn't even have a chance.
That's the best way to go ahead and hit it. Hit it with the hot irons hot when you released the Fallout series this past week. I've been putting people on that.
Yo, it's been so busy. I haven't had a chance to watch it. I'm so
That's
mad.
so good.
Yo, I have not
Yeah,
had any time with you.
this is the same man that jumped on the Last of Us bandwagon.
Did
I
I?
love The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us is great.
Yeah, I avoided that, but that's because it's zombies. I can't do zombies, man. I just can't. It's just not. It's not healthy for me. You know what I mean? The same thing with weed. It's just not healthy for me. So, but I still love it. I still love you guys. So let's move on to mine. Mine is less high tech. Yours was high tech. Mine low tech. You know what I mean? Regular people stuff. And you guys will love this. Let me, if I can get this damn thing on the screen. And that is Star Wars Sandcrawler.
Oh my god!
With Jawa Mini. Look at this.
So
and for a moment there, it looks cute, but it looks like it was an ashtray, not a punch bowl.
Yeah, facts. I would probably end up using it as an ashtray myself. Look at that. Look at how cute that is. Huh? Gotta have one of those.
You know, they probably sell that over at one of those resorts, the Star Wars resort or something like that.
Oh, sure.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I've been wanting to go to one of them Star Wars resort things forever. So anyway, before I gush overboard with I don't know, gooey goodness, Last of Us was insane, so good. Thank you, other Nick. You have to take their side on everything. Is that what you have to do?
Thank you. So good though. It was.
Fallout is just as good.
Yo, you guys are so right. So you know what I mean? So you know what we should do? Support you and move on.
Listen up, boys. The fix is in.
We got a ton of news. We got to get to it. The Boys producer says season 4 is completely, totally, and absolutely done. The trailer is out. The streets are ablaze. Conversation is a buzzing. Y'all know what it's all about. All right. Other Nick says again, listen, only when you're right. Don't blame me if they're right all of the time. So now you're just throwing jabs at me, sir. But I love your gumption. You know what I'm saying? I love the cut of your jib. You know what I mean? So let's move on. Scientists develop shape-shifting programmable metafluid that can control robots. Okay, let's take that back to the top. Scientists have developed shape-shifting programmable metafluid that can control robots.
It sounds like an antivirus program versus robots. If we wind up dealing with Terminators, we're going to have liquid Terminators that fight against the Terminators. I don't know.
I mean, how many ways of dead do y'all really want us? I have a feeling that scientists really hate us, and they just trying to get us up.
Hell,
I get it.
I mean, hell, I think I sent you one link that they finally made a bag out of air. Literally a bag out of air.
How do you do that? All right. Well, there you go.
We're living in these awesome ages. Oh, please put that up.
Yeah, bring it back.
Falling Out TV series moved up again. Now has released on April the 10th. It came out this week, and everybody has been in love.
Oh yeah, it's a good series. It's really good.
Yeah, while Remy will be playing at 8:00, I will be watching the show. So I'll be watching Remy and I'll be watching the show simultaneously. That's unless she plays that one game where she has to check all of the people, then I'll probably be stuck watching that. You know, but it depends. It just depends. She always be playing something wild. So, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. So with that being said, let's move on to some other stuff. All right. What were your first impressions, AB, of Fallout? And Remy, have you got into it yet?
Have I got into it? Yes,
Actually got into it. Look at her. Yes, I mean, I've been playing Fallout since they were made by Interplay, and then also the Bethesda games. So I've been a fan for a long time for that series. And I mean, even the spinoffs like the Wastelands 1 through 3 series, and now they got a new series which I hope you play on our show, The Broken Roads. It's basically Fallout meets Mad Max with the overhead view.
Wow. Okay. I love that.
And it's a totally different system and whatnot when it comes down to talking to people. But we'll talk on that on our portion. But yeah, I mean, the main thing I like about this series, unlike other video game series, just like The Last of Us, is you get the nice sweet Easter eggs, you know, in these shows. But unlike, I'll just compare this with Super Mario Brothers versus Fallout. Super Mario Brothers, you see all the things, all the themes, like the stars, the flowers, you know, all the bubbles, and and they will not even interact with them. It's not part of the story. Fallout, they go ahead and show it. I mean, there's signs all over the place with the Vault Boy giving you the thumbs up, like, hey, don't go crazy out there. Don't forget to take your vitamins, you know. They'll just walk past it, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, don't forget about that." And it's or the shots or the drugs and stuff. Like, there's a drug on one of the guys doing there called Jet, and one of the guys popped that sucker out, just went crazy on some people. I mean, they actually show these things, and I'm only on the first part of episode 2. So it's been kind of a crazy week.
All right, Remy. Yeah. Give us your, your early on review.
I don't want to divulge too much because I'm putting up a YouTube video about how I feel about it. So if you want my full honest opinion, you'll have to go there. But I think, because I'm only on episode 5, I think that the series is very well done. The attention to detail is unreal. If you've played the games, then you'll know what I'm talking about. For the most part, I like the characters. The casting is pretty decent in my opinion. I would have to say currently my favorite character, and I can't remember his name. I always want to say Valentine, but that's not right. It's the ghoul.
Walter Goggins' character. Walter Goggins' character.
His character.
Yeah, the cowboy at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah. His character development, like from where you see him in the beginning to how he ends up, is pretty intense, and I'm excited to see like where they take him. Fun
fact for everybody blurs out there, including other Nick that's watching us. If you've seen Netflix's Arcane, the voice actress for Jinx is Lucy.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't. I saw a recent interview, and that she's like, I'm used to playing, a post-apocalyptic world. I voiced Jinx from Arcane that's going to come out later on this year. Watch Arcane and Fallout. I was like, oh my god, she's
surely getting paid. Getting paid. Is she single? All right, let's ignore that. Let's move on.
NPC. You don't know this meme?
Is that a Scientology thing?
No, non-player character.
Non-player character.
What, you don't know about this? Do I get to tell you the NPC meme?
Yes.
When we were younger, we played games like Final Fantasy and Ultima, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in those games, you go to like the armor store or the weapon store, and you buy your sword or you buy your armor. There's a guy running that store within the game.
Yes.
He does not exist outside of that store.
Right.
That character, all he does is buy armor and sell armor. He doesn't have a wife, doesn't have a kid. You go there at midnight, he's there. You go there at 8 a.m., he's there. The player characters you're playing, he's the non-player character. And the point this meme makes is the vast majority of humans are non-player characters. They have no mind outside their programming. You see this on Twitter, where it's one thing when people say cliched ideas, but they'll say cliched ideas in a cliched way.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have no mind. You're just repeating what has been programmed to you in your script. And as soon as you mention certain terms, there's just a knee-jerk speech that they give. And once you identify it, it's like the Matrix. Like you see Agent Smith everywhere.
Ooh, how do y'all feel about this statement?
Interesting. It makes me wonder if I am an NPC.
Are you?
We have to find that statement that that switch you on. You go, Agent Smith.
I always felt like it comes down to how you react to the world and how you react to information. That's why I always preach that we should all be open to new ideas and different perspectives, and to never just make judgments about stuff or say this is what life is or this is how everything's supposed to be. I was like, because when you started, to me, that's the definition of being an NPC. When you either all one way or you're all another way, and that's what it is all of the time. you know what I mean? Then yeah, like, and if you see yourself always doing the same things over and over and over again, yes, you are definitely in NPC form. So like, that's why you got to get out. You got to see the world. You got to take adventures. Don't just get stuck in the same old little routine all of the time. Like, well, why? Life has so much to it. It would suck just being the same thing every day, day in and day out. But there are people that enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So, well, let's move on.
I say that it's the old expression of people that live to work and people that work to live.
Remy, which one are you? I'm just playing.
Still figuring that out.
All right, let's get into something way more scary.
Kill them all with self-replicating nanotech that turns organic material to dust.
Interesting, but what about changing the atmosphere to lower oxygen levels? Slow, but unstoppable.
That's stylish. Or we could poison the oceans so the water kills all life.
Yes, and we could alter the sun's rays to burn everything. A global heat storm to destroy all.
We shouldn't forget psychological warfare. We could create a global hallucination that drives humanity mad.
The world won't see us coming. Humanity's end.
And all while we stay in the shadows, invisible, all-powerful, untouchable.
So, yeah. So AI's talking to each other in a living room. So, yeah. No, nobody's.
Every week you bring something onto the show that makes me question why I decided to do this. I could have been so blissfully unaware.
Okay, I keep forgetting. Ignorance is bliss. All right,
He's shifting you towards the red pill instead of staying with the blue pill.
I'm just saying, when I pull up to your house with the RV and the world's falling apart, at least you know I've been preparing. I'm just saying, your boy's staying prepared. But when I tell you, bring your ass home, nigga, that means you better have your bag ready. Let's go. We out. All right.
Try to shut the fuck up, because I feel like Paramount just had my favorite presentation at CinemaCon so far. Just wait till I get to my motherfucking room, bro. Hold up. Paramount announced and showed a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna try and go for the things that got me most excited as well as the other thing. First things first, the creators of South Park, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, are partnering with Kendrick Lamar to make a musical movie. They did.
So Kendrick Lamar is going to do his next diss in South Park? Fire. I'm with it. I'm sorry. I just had to get it out.
Didn't reveal much beyond that, but that's it. I'm good. They confirmed a live-action Ninja Turtles movie based on the Last Ronin graphic novel. For context, this is a story of a Ninja Turtle who's the surviving member of the 4 Ninja Turtles. We knew they were making Avatar movies, but they confirmed that Avatar Aang is the first theatrical release, and Dave Bautista is going to be the main villain. They also showed us a full 3.5-minute trailer for Gladiator 2, and when I tell you I'm messing with this movie so hard, y'all about to be sick of me. I'll make a whole video about this, but trust me, it looks hype. And they also announced a remake of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Running Man. Usually doesn't get me excited except for the fact that this is going to be directed by freaking Edgar Wright and is going to star Glenn Powell. They also announced they're doing another scary movie, which... okay. But they're also bringing back Naked Gun. They gave us a full teaser for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, though sadly they didn't announce who's going to be playing Shadow. But we did get to see Shadow in action, and they showed that Robotnik is getting closer and closer to his video game counterpart.
What'd you say?
I'm pretty sure it's Idris Elba.
Idris Elba is still going to be Knuckles in that series.
Knuckles.
Series.
Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna because I think that comes out this Friday. As a matter of fact, Knuckles come out Friday. Hayden Christensen. Anakin Skywalker is going to be Shadow. That's what some people were talking. But let's go ahead and hear this about Smile.
We got a full trailer for Smile 2. This movie's going to be starring Naomi Scott as a pop star. There's a very creepy scene where she's interacting with a fan trying to sign something for her, and the fan is just smiling at her. They announced a new SpongeBob movie called SpongeBob Search for the SquarePants. They unveiled the full cast of the Smurf movie coming out with Rihanna as Smurfette. And then they gave us a full trailer and a full scene for the animated Transformers 1 movie. A movie that's not only starring Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime, but Brian Tyree Henry as Megatron, Keegan-Michael Key as Bumblebee, and Scarlett Johansson as, I think her name is Vita. They also officially announced a Transformers G.I. Joe live-action movie. Yes. They also showed us a new trailer for If and A Quiet Place Part 1, both John Krasinski picks. But there was a lot of stuff.
Talking about the alien Romulus. There's one. I wish I gave you the link for that. If I knew you were doing the Cinecom, they're talking about Alien Romulus. They actually emphasized the scene with the where they found all those face huggers at. They literally showed, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to see that scene, because that's how the way they described it is when you just look up and you just see a pile of them just come down on top of everybody in the water, and then all of a sudden their android kind of just shuts down. And he's rebooting himself, and he starts ripping face huggers off people's faces so they can keep running. Oh man, I can't wait for that. I know some people are not gore hounds, but that looked like it's gonna be crazy.
That's me, not a gore hound.
There you go. All right. Other Nick said, cannot wait for Sonic 3. Shadow is going to take over. My God.
Shadow and Mechasonic too.
I'm excited. I'm excited for them to get Dr. Robotnik closer to his
big self
video game. Yeah, to like his
because
video game
that's what Jim Carrey basically said on Instagram and everywhere else. If I'm gonna do Sonic 3, I have to become the big
Robotnik.
Yeah.
So is he actually going to gain weight in real time, or are they going to
they'll probably put him in a suit?
Probably.
I mean, Jim Carrey's always been slim. You know,
he's been slim forever.
I think it'd be impossible.
It's like the only time he really transformed his body was for that one Unfortunate Events movie. He got himself like really real thin, like Christian Bale thin for that one. Remember when Christian Bale got super thin for that one movie?
Was that with The Machinist or something like that?
Yeah, or I don't know what the movie was, but he was like sickly, like a skeleton thin.
Listen,
and that's what Jim Carrey did for that Unfortunate Events movie.
All I'm saying is that at the end of Sonic 3, if the cameo or the little Easter egg at the end does not signal that the next movie is going to have my girl Rouge the Bat in it, I'm pissed.
I thought Rouge the Bat was possibly going to be in this one.
Well, I hope so. I didn't hear anything about it, but
I hope so too.
My fingers and toes are all crossed.
Because it's like we getting Rouge the Bat, Mechasonic, and Shadow from what I saw on some of the posters.
Got you. All right, let's get back to some tech, baby. Come on now, get on the screen.
This is the most mind-blowing and weird machine that humans ever created, the quantum computer. Google's quantum computer, Sycamore, recently completed a calculation within just a few seconds. The same calculation would take the most powerful supercomputer today 47 years to complete. But a quantum computer is fundamentally different from classical computers. They operate on principles of quantum mechanics that are unlike anything we're used to in our daily lives. One of the key features that makes quantum computers weird is superposition. Unlike classical bits that can only be in a state of 0 or 1 at any given time, quantum bits or qubits can exist in a superposition that's kind of a non-binary fluid state. Unlike a classical computer which tries every path one after another, the quantum computer tries all paths simultaneously to find the answer. But they can only operate at temperatures just above absolute 0, which is basically the vacuum of space. And they don't like sound or disturbances, being easily...
So why are you referring to this computer as them, or like it's a person? I thought that little end part was a little like they don't like noise. What you mean they don't like noise? When you say
vibrations,
vibrations. Yeah, you talking about it like it's real. Like, all right, that's I'm sorry.
Is. I mean, hey.
Yeah, sorry, Remy. My
Who
bad.
knows these days? Who knows?
Yeah, this is the prophecy, you know what I'm saying, brought to us by Boondocks. And this is tying it all together.
Robert, you should calm down so we can discuss this like adults.
We're not discussing anything. You're not a person, you are a machine.
So are you, Robert. We're just made of different materials. But love is stronger than our physical beings.
Love? Shit. I know something else stronger than your physical being. It's this hammer.
911, what is your emergency?
I'm trapped in a house, and there's a man attacking me with a hammer. His name is Robert Freeman. I'm sending you a picture.
Okay, we have your location. Officers are en route. Is he still attacking you, ma'am? Can you get to a safe place in the house, ma'am?
It's over. It's over.
I forgot about that.
The prophecy, yo. It's coming true, man. It's freaking coming true. All right. Let's get into something lighter. Let's have a little fun. All right. I know she's like, this is some bullshit.
Willing to bet that you didn't know there are still companies out there developing brand new games and putting them out for the NES on NES cartridges. Let's take a look at the 2020.
Sir, how the fuck would I know that? Like, who does that? Who is like at home going, you know what I want to do? I need to make new games for a system that probably less than a percentage of the human population still plays. Unless there's a country that only has Nintendos, like, which that would be pretty freaking amazing. If there was a whole country of people that was just like, that's all we do. We got Nintendo boxes. Fuck Sony and all the rest of these guys. We're just going to stick with the system. So anyway, let me shut the hell up and let them talk.
23 release, Garbage Pail Kids, Mad Mike and the Quest for Stale Gum. Now this throwback 8-bit platformer, developed by Retrotainment and released by I Am 8-bit, may have crossed your radar last year. But did you know that I Am 8-bit actually released this game on an NES cart that you could play on your NES? Let's take a look at just how beautiful this is. Tell me that is not just one of the coolest NES cartridges you've ever seen. And in true Garbage Pail Kids fashion, I Am 8-bit released a pink variant of this that was super limited in quantity, and you didn't know if you were gonna get it until you opened the box. And just like old times, we got this wonderful little instruction manual, and they partnered with Topps and put 8-bit Garbage Pail Kids cards in the box. Now I'm showing you packages like this because I want to stress just how cool physical media really is. And no, I'm not affiliated with them. I just think it's really cool that they're doing this. So were you aware that they were still making NES games on NES carts? Hit the comments below and share your thoughts on keeping physical media like this alive.
Sir, I love you and hate you at the same damn time.
Good luck, man.
So, Remy, are you excited to now run out the door and get you an NES so you can play some brand new 8-bit games?
Listen, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I was like super into that discussion until I peeped what's going on your wall back there on your little screen.
Whatever could you mean?
And it took me a second, but anyways, I think that's pretty cool. People are, I know exactly who that is too. I know who both of them are. But very fitting for a nerd podcast. But I know that there's tons of people that like still like collect old consoles, like they're functioning, and they have like these extravagant setups like filled with older consoles, new gen consoles, and all that stuff. So I didn't know people were still making games for them. That's pretty dope. But I'm not surprised, you know, because we have like emulators and stuff, and people are constantly making games for like emulators, like old school games and stuff. So.
Like the Mugen line of games, like all those. Crazy
so I'm not really like that. It's pretty cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
You said Mugenheim?
Mugen, Mugeen.
So who was he? And what did they do?
Well, it's just a name of a genre of games that people just toss together, and they just put characters that you would not normally see in fighting games together, like the Guyver versus inside of Marvel versus Capcom 2. Like one thing recently was somebody put Mystique inside of Marvel versus Capcom 2 on one thing. The people who made like that version of Ken that everybody wanted, I think they call him Violent Ken, and you got like True Evil Ryu that's out there, and crazy characters that they just put together and smash, and you have like over like 300 fighters in that one game. Sometimes I'm just surprised, like, hey, why didn't that get any attention like that?
Word. Other Nick said, I don't know what's got my attention more, the screen on the left or the poster on the right. Why isn't it the man in the middle of the screen, huh? Why does it have to be this or that, sir? No, I'm just playing with you. I totally get it. I totally get your inability to focus. All right, let's move right along, as I feel like I'm not appreciated. All right, so all right, do y'all want to do something kind of like wholesome? Fuck it, I'm gonna play what I want to play. Screw all of that.
Of course, you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Wake up.
Oh, it's awake.
Get out. What the fuck?
I can't talk to you.
What's going on?
I can't
What
talk
the
to you
fuck?
right now. I need space. I need space.
Why was I in your trunk? Why the fuck did you
Your
drug
name
me?
is Clarence. You're 27. I aged you up. You have a dog. He's 4 years old. You're
Clarence.
not supposed to feed him on the table, but you do. It's your social security number, your passport, and your driver's license.
My driver's license.
There's a town 3 miles that way.
Well, what are you talking about? Am I in danger? Or are you in danger?
You gave Dune Part 2 4.5 stars.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah? Your arrogance beheaves me, man.
What?
It beheaves me, man.
Kurt, you're my best friend.
No. I'm not your best friend anymore, Clarence.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Then I gotta kill you.
What?
If you're not doing this, then I gotta kill you. I don't know.
Why?
You think you're allowed these opinions, but you're not.
You're not.
Dune Part 2 was the greatest movie of all time, and you just came on it. You just came all over
4.5 stars is a great number.
You gave Barbie 5 stars!
It was a fantastic movie!
But Dune was better! It was the greatest movie I'd ever seen, and you and I were supposed to share that feeling! And the credits roll, and I looked at you, and you looked at me, and I said, man, that was the greatest movie I've ever seen. And you said,
yeah, it was pretty good.
So what's your name?
I'm not doing Clarence.
Then get on your knees. I don't know. Then get on your knees.
You know what? I meant to give it 5 stars. Dune, it was supposed to get 5 stars.
Give me your hands.
Okay.
Okay, say what you mean.
Dune Part 2 is the best movie of all time.
Ah, I'm a lie detector, man. I'm a human lie detector. I've always been.
No.
I've never had to end a friendship before. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
You just blocked me on Facebook.
No, I can't. I just gotta get rid of you.
Dude, it's just a movie.
It's not just a movie. It's Dune Part 2. And one more thing. Did you ever really like Alvin and the Chipmunks Part 3 Chipwrecked? Or no? Don't. Just don't.
Really?
Oh my god.
Yo, my algorithm is so fucking fucked up.
I can see why.
Yo. Even the dogs in the background liked it. They are having a ball with this one, yo. Shout out to them. Yeah, I just want y'all to know that the animals run Remy's house. She's got a zoo in that joint. Cats on the kitchen counter, dogs all over the bed. Like, it's so much stuff going on in that crib. It's crazy, bro.
Whenever she has that door open, sometimes you see that dog just go zip.
Zip. Which one? There's 3 of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yo, it's only 2? Okay, got you. Yeah, because that makes the difference. All right, so all right, let's move on, man. Let's get into a little Star Wars love. I'm telling you, first of all, this is insane. This is a lot. This is a whole lot. All of the different helmets. You got him an R2-D2, a full life-size R2-D2. Now, the only problem is that looked like a little shoe closet. So I'm not as impressed. I thought they would use a larger area. Let's see. What an emotional time. I couldn't trust my homie if he didn't like Alvin and the Chipmunks 3. Thanks, other Nick. You, sir, are special. So I think that's everything that I got in the clip. I think that is the entire clip. Let me double check and make sure that was there's something else about automated trucks and stuff like that. I can throw that up real quick. There you go. Automated. So now this is the future.
The Port of Los Angeles seeing something unfold many folks probably didn't know about. The port is going automated. Artificial intelligence and digital technology are moving and powering commerce here.
These are drones.
Containers are lowered onto trailers, and within seconds, those trucks drive off. They know where to turn, where to drive, and where to drop off their cargo. They even yield to each other when one crosses in front of the other, and there are no humans in sight.
Four-wheel steering. These are cool.
The
old supply chain, so to speak, is no longer in place.
Professor Nick Vyas is the executive director with the Center for Global Supply Chain Management at USC. As futuristic as this may look, Professor Vyas says we're way behind other countries.
That's just a small subset of what the automation being adopted in the rest of the world.
Professor Vyas is referring to ports like this one, Rotterdam in the Netherlands, Europe's busiest port, and it's also one of the world's most technologically advanced. Rotterdam officials say they've created a platform that will allow autonomous shipping using sensors placed on quay walls, waterways, and even dolphins. As exciting as the technology is.
Yeah, that sucks balls. So you're talking about 20,000 jobs gone with automation? Because it used to be mad dudes at the port loading and unloading, driving them trucks, man. You know, so.
Did we hear the Dolphins bit? Did we hear the Dolphins bit?
Nah. Tell me the Dolphins bit.
They're putting whatever they were just talking about. They lump putting something on dolphins. Whatever they were just speaking.
And then they don't. And as they said, we are kind of behind. Remember what just happened with you guys up there in Baltimore, Baltimore with the bridge. That what was it? That big freight tub that ran into the bridge.
Yeah,
it was only a 4-man crew, and the rest of that ship is automated. So it's not foolproof.
No,
bugs
sir.
and glitches happen.
No, that is definitely a fact. You know what I mean? So now it is time to get into my favorite segment, the segment that doesn't involve me, Pixelated. All right, go ahead, people.
You can start, AB.
Oh, no problem. I'm just trying to remember which one I sent to the slide deck to Mr. Let's go ahead and go. What happened?
Where'd you send? You sent me. Did you send me
the first one? Broken Roads. Go ahead and hit that one.
All right. So where did you?
Before? Yeah, it's on the the Black Nerd Podcast chat.
Oh, got you. Got you on my way.
Before you do that, I'll just go ahead and explain this. But basically, this is in commemoration to the game, the show and video game adaptation of Fallout. This game is called Broken Roads, and it's currently just recently dropped into I think it is in early access, or it might be fully out now. It's one of those CRPGs that's overhead. For those that know might or might not know that, it's what Baldur's Gate 3 is. You know, the little overhead, and you can zoom in on the characters. But it is the setting is a post-apocalyptic world that is similar to Fallout, but it's based in actual Australia with some actual landmarks and sites that they taken from the Australian outback. You give it a look, guys and gals.
Broken Roads is a post-apocalyptic, narrative-driven RPG set in the desolate beauty of the vast Australian outback. To survive, you'll have to make tough choices guided by the moral compass, an all-new alignment system that will test your worldview against nihilist, humanist, utilitarian, and Machiavellian ideas. Become a hired gun, a jackaroo, a surveyor, or a member of a barter crew, and discover their unique attribute bonuses, starting skills, and reputation within the world. Form bonds with a diverse cast of companions, each with their own moral leaning and ideal outcome for the many challenges you'll face on your journey across Western Australia. Broken Roads is available now.
Yep. Like I mentioned, that game. There is still hopefully the demo's still out there. If you get a chance, give it a try. It's like the first I think 2.5 hours of the game. Give it a try out there, guys and gals.
Okay. All right. So what's the second one?
The second one is one of my recommendations. I would like to recommend everybody to try out this. There is a genre series out there that are called roguelites. If you remember those games back in the day that you tried over and over and over again to go ahead and beat, that's what they are. This is one of the big examples by one of my favorite game companies, Supergiant. Basically, this is their game. This is their hallmark game, Hades. Hit it.
No Zeus. Of course.
All right, one more time.
Stupid boy. You shall never reach the surface. You'll never better home where you belong. You're on Olympus. And to help you on your journey, have my blessing.
The Olympians shall make powerful allies. You can turn back, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way. That was our last time.
Yep, this game is wild and is on pretty much almost all platforms. I think they're about to eventually release it for Xbox. This is a good game series. If you get it, I mean, it's at a decent price right now. And as our friend Other Nick says, he can't wait till 82. You right about that. They're talking about bringing in the Titans in that one. I mean, this series is fully voiceover. The soundtrack is be top notch, and you just never know what happens on each and every run. Because if you beat the run, you get the story. You got to do it over and over and over again. And trust me, though it may be repetitive, but you go ahead and learn and get better, and you open up more features and abilities to get yourself to either open up more weapons, more features on those weapons. Other gods of the Greek pantheon, like Dionysus, is all about drinks and fun going, and he's like, poison your enemies. While you have, of course, you saw Zeus. Zeus bless you with lightning on all your attacks. You get Ares, who gives you like these blade whirlwinds. He's like, yes, I'm the god of war. Good to see you, little nephew. You know, you get a plethora, and it's fully voiced over, and it's really, really good. So if you got the, probably, I think it's like $9.99 on Steam if you have a computer, or the Switch store might have it for the Switch store might have it for a cheaper price. Give it a try.
Gotcha. All right, Remy, you ready to go?
Born ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first game I sent Jay was the game that I have played recently. And it's called Crime Scene Cleaner. They've only released the prologue, but it took me like 2 hours to get through the prologue. Basically, you are a crime scene cleaner and you work for the mob, and you go to these houses and you have to thoroughly clean the entire like crime scene, like top to bottom, nothing left behind. And there's a lot of interesting aspects on like how you go about doing it, and it was a lot of fun playing the program.
In other words, you're Samuel L. Jackson in that one movie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's check it out.
Is this
And you have a dog.
is this the sequel to that other one that actually you clean up the areas where they basically like they had like the scene from Kill Bill Volume 1. You had to clean up that whole area from the fight with the bride and the Crazy 88.
I don't know. It might be.
Because it's exactly the same thing. You pick up body parts of like arms and whatnot. You put them in the cleaner, and then you start mopping everything up to try to get it as clean as possible.
Oh yeah, it might be.
Yeah, because that's exactly. I forgot what the name of that game is, but I see you. That's an awesome game.
Told you, I know my stuff.
So, are you cleaning it up for the police, or are you cleaning it up so the police can't find anything?
You're cleaning it up for the mob so that the police don't bust them.
Got you.
Think of remember. As a matter of fact, since I saw this was on at the bar that we were at last night. Remember John Wick 1 when he called those guys in and gave the little gold coins to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's who you are. You're that crew that walks in and cleans up everything, takes care of the body, and walks right out at the end.
Got you.
Now, if you mess up, you pretty much get whacked.
Got you. So, Remy, the next one.
Okay, so the next game, we all know that I love a good spooky game, even though I fucking hate being scared. But a game that technically I put it under my want to play, but I've started playing it. I'm just now getting to the juicy parts of it. But it's called The Quarry. And it is a quick decision horror game styled in like an 80s slasher kind of way. But I'll let you watch the trailer.
Will make you stronger. Later, kids.
Yeah, Hackett's Quarry forever.
I just want to get you guys safely out of Dodge before the sun goes down. Damn it! I thought I told you kids to check everything.
Look, it's not that big of a deal, okay? We'll just spend one more night here.
No! Just stop. Let me think. Okay. Make sure that everybody is inside the lodge for tonight. Lock the doors. No one in, no one out. No one. Got it? I'll be back first thing in the morning, and we'll get you all on the road.
Wait,
what?
What?
If we're out partying tonight out in the woods, and we end up in a most dangerous game situation?
Like when people hunt other people?
Yeah. Think about it. Camp is over, and hunting season has just begun.
I did see a weird light in the treehouse across the lake. That was pretty spooky. Maybe it's your girlfriend, Ryan.
The heck of Hackett's Quarry.
Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. Should we look?
Maybe it was the bears.
And why does everyone blame everything on bears?
Okay. Do you got anything better? I mean, like zombies, aliens, time-hopping Draculas?
Ryan?
Hey! Run! Anything needs to happen, please!
We ain't playing games no more, little girl.
There's something coming. 1,
Ah!
2, lost. Max, we're lost. 3.
Terrified kids are bad for business.
You have to cut it off! Cut it off!
Anyway, maybe just ease up on the ghost stories.
Sorry.
Just stick to Kumbaya next time, okay?
What's that?
You guys don't do Kumbaya anymore?
That's funny.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to the show.
So that looks like a movie.
It's
There's an option to watch the cinematic version with already pre-selected choices. But basically, I don't know if you've ever heard of the game Until Dawn. It's the same premise. You basically, at some point, you play as all of these characters, and you make decisions in the game, and the decisions that you make affect the outcome. So like, but sometimes like the decision that you want to make is not the outcome that you get. Vice versa. Like if you choose, oh, I want to save this person, the choice to save that person actually kills that person. So it's like that. And then like there's a lot of quick time decisions where you have to like press a button real quick, or there's like, there's an outcome for that. So, but it's a lot of fun.
It's kind of like those old school, because me and Jay are this generation. Do you remember the Dragon's Lair games back in the day, that it will flash it'll flash that little corner, or you hit the button, or it'll tell you to hit this button, or like God of War and whatnot. If you don't do that, you die. I've seen a run of Until Dawn, and it had what was that girl from Heroes, Hayden
Panettiere.
Yeah. And then you just have a bunch of people, and it's like at first it was just like, it sounded like it was like a slasher, and then it just flipped itself on its head into the supernatural, which was really good. And it looks like the same thing happened with the quarry here. It seemed like it was all, it looks like a slasher revenge story, but then all of a sudden you just get to this one point of the story that completely puts it on its head. I enjoy watching the couple of Corey movies. They actually have them on YouTube, as Remy mentioned. Like, you can just watch it, and you can choose to say, hey, do I want to watch the one that everybody makes it? Do you want to watch the ones that you only have one final girl or one final guy, or do you want just to see them all get killed? It's weird.
No, definitely. All right. So we have come down to the end of the road. For we have come to the end. No. All right. So like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's time to give those shout outs. If you want to shout something out in the chat, throw it in there. I'm gonna throw it on the screen. But until then, ABZ. Give us some shout outs.
I just want to give a shout out to everybody here in the Black Nerd Podcast. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming and whatnot. Remy, you were awesome. You were awesome on that 60 seconds JJK that we saw on the Real Reviews earlier this week. And also, I'm going to find out that game. And I'll just post out for right now saying this. Next week, can we try to do that? I forgot what that game was. Deadly Content or whatever it's called, or Collaborative Content.
Content warning.
Yes. Sorry, but can we try to do that next week for your game?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll buy it before this week. And shout out to everybody that tuned in. Other Nick, you're awesome. Thank you for showing up and making Jay's life a living hell. And yes, thank you everybody out there. Continue watching and continue to support us. Like and subscribe and join the Patreon.
Definitely. Yo, Remy.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in and watched tonight. As always, it's a pleasure to have you. If you have not already joined the Patreon, definitely do so. There's a lot of awesome content back there. And then stay tuned at 8 o'clock in about an hour. I'll be going live on the Black Nerd Podcast YouTube and my personal Twitch channel, which is Hey Remy, with one eye. And I'm not sure what we're playing at, but I'll have it figured out, and I promise it'll be a fun time. You can follow me on my gaming Twitter, which is linked there at the bottom at HeyRemy _. And yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Word. If you're still here and you rock with us the entire show, shout out to you, Other Nick. Yo, Friday, we are doing our Cyberpunk session. Well, he calls it session 0, but for the number of it, we'll be doing session 6, meaning the 6th video. Yeah. So session 0 is session.
I'm sorry to interrupt. We're actually going to go ahead and get everything started. I'm going to try to make sure I get in touch with people Hopefully, I don't have to go to South Carolina this week. Hopefully, if I have to, I'll call you guys when you guys get off of work, so we can go ahead and talk and wrap these things up for your characters.
Word. And if y'all want to be, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, so we can just jump right into it, roll some dice, and enjoy and have a good time on what you guys are going to do in Night City.
Facts. And if anybody else really seriously wants to get involved and play the game, please make sure you know what I mean, hit one of us in our DMs or whatever. Well, probably would be better to hit mine or AB's. Remy's is full, so you never know. She's always she's got a lot of stuff.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
What? I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be busy, my nigga. Like,
don't do me like that. I'm never too busy for the people.
Okay, all right. Well, jump in her DMs. Keep it civil. And make sure y'all tap in on Friday. We go live on 8 p.m. for our Cyberpunk session, and then we'll be back here on Sunday. And then I think there's probably 2 weeks from now, I've got to do some business. So I'm going to try to see if I can get AB to take over the show and kind of run things or whatever. But I'm going to try to keep the train going because, you know, people need that black nerd. And don't forget, we will be down at BlurCon this year. So if you want to rock with us down at BlurCon, let me know. We're trying to get Remy to come up and hang with us. We don't know how it's going to happen, but we'll figure something out. And if y'all want to do anything else, I love it. I want to get more involved. So if y'all have things y'all want to do, definitely join the Patreon, patreon.com/VVC Life. Subscribe to the channel, whether you're on Twitch or whether, because we're broadcasting on Twitch, we're broadcasting on Instagram, we're broadcasting on YouTube, and we're broadcasting on our Facebook page. We love each and every one of y'all. We'll check you next Sunday, 6 p.m. Black Nerd Podcast.